Welcome everybody to a Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B. Thank you for joining us today. Today is Wednesday. Mike.
And might I just add, it's been like 2 months since you did the porno version. I think you actually have it down now. You so casually say, "Thanks everybody for joining me with a Quickie with Miss B." I was like, "Oh, did she just say Quickie? Did she just say a Quickie with Miss B?" That's
well,
awesome.
I can say the other version if you like.
No.
For, with, and, or.
Thanks everybody for joining me with not for a Quickie, not for. With a quick, not with one either. No, I'm just complimenting you. I mean, it's how long we've been doing this now? A little over a year, right? And you got it. That's amazing.
Well, you don't want to rush things. Everything comes in good time.
That's right. I know she got that down. You go, yeah, but you just missed the whole, I don't know, 200 and some odd shows before that. You didn't.
I didn't do it every show prior to this one. Come on.
No, just seemed that way.
In John's world.
Oh, yeah. My world's important.
We'll see how you are.
So you chose Animal House. Or I called it Animal House, but you know.
Oh yeah, I guess there actually could be two parts to this now that I think of it. So yeah, yeah.
Wow, you know what? Sometimes people say things that change your life, okay? Sometimes people give you words of wisdom that you know you can dig into and live by. And let me just say, that was one of them.
Hey, did you know my pants have pockets?
You sounded like a politician. So how are you going to change the environment? Well, you see, and well, yeah. Thank you.
Well, yeah. Okay, then.
Wow, you're ready to run for office.
Can't be that hard.
Yeah. Doesn't seem it. All you gotta be able to do is say important phrases like, "What am I gonna do with all this money?"
Well, yeah.
And other important things like, "You're comping this, right? Is all this comping? Can we take home leftover? Cool. All right."
Okay.
I need a good recipe for caviar. There was a lot left. I just took it all.
That doesn't happen. So the first part of this episode, we'll get to talk about, those times where you have dreams that feel like they're real. You think that you're awake when you're actually asleep. So when I was living in the last house that I owned, and I was living by myself, I was always kind of nervous when it was time to go to bed because I thought all kinds of crazy, creepy thoughts.
There's a dude that lives under your bed. And he's going to grab your ankles. That's why when you get in bed, you need to jump in and you need to get them ankles off the floor quick.
So I got two stories about this whole dreaming thing. The first one is I dreamt that there was people actually downstairs having a party in my house, thinking that I wasn't home. Okay. So I'm like, what is this? Like Animal House, frat house. I mean, there was people loud, there was talking, there was all kinds of commotion going on. It sounded like there was music playing, the whole ball of wax. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now I got to go downstairs and I got to kick all these people out of my house. How am I going to do that? I'm only one person. And, your thoughts are just racing through your brain at this point in time. Finally, I wake up and realize that I was dreaming. Or was I? Because at that moment, I heard noises from downstairs.
Everybody's going, shh, she woke up. Quiet, turn the radio off. Quiet. If you don't move, she's not smart enough to come downstairs.
So in my brilliant, scared mind at that moment. I thought, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Oh, fool them. There you go. I'll trick them into believing I'm being me.
Because if there was a party going on in my house, nobody's going to want to come upstairs to ever use the bathroom.
No, of course not. Why would they do that? Why would they use the bathroom? They're just peeing in the corner. That's all. They've actually got a little post-it note that says pee corner.
Right on my carpet. No, yeah. Thank you.
You know who went first, right? Me.
So anyways, I'm in the bathroom. I'm sitting there, not moving, looking around with just my eyes shifting back and forth, listening for any noise that I really think that's going to pop up at any minute. And then I'm going to have to run down those stairs and catch them red-handed because they're in my house throwing a party.
But now, that all seems so logical, except for why don't you just walk downstairs? They're already in the house. They're already partying. Why try to fool them in the bathroom?
Well, like I said, I was so scared I wasn't thinking straight. Anyways, let's get back to the rest of this in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to a Quickie with Miss B. All this week, we're talking about I Scared Myself, stories that John and I have. If you missed any of the previous episodes, you should go back and check those out. Now, if you're just joining us, you're going to have to recap and go listen to the first half of this episode. Well, otherwise, it's not going to make sense.
Hold on. I can set the stage for them. It's a quiet, dark, ridiculously terrifying night. There's not a sound anywhere except for the party that just stopped. It's Christine upstairs and them downstairs. She's trying to make sure they don't know that she knows that they're here. So she's being shh in the bathroom. Take it away.
So I go creeping down the stairs, okay? I'm like, okay, I got up enough nerve to go creeping down the stairs. Now, I don't have no weapon in my house. I've got nothing. So what's going to happen if I confront these people? I have no idea. I get down to the bottom.
Great logic. Love the plan. That's awesome.
The plan? There is no plan. That's the plan.
Gets to the bottom of the staircase. There's 38 people who go, slay her.
So I get to the bottom of the stair, turn around the corner into my living room. There's nobody. Nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
They already left.
I hear the noise coming from the kitchen, like somebody walking around.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there's somebody in my house. So I thought, I'm going to get the upper hand. I'm going to scare the crap out of them. So I'm carefully and ever so cautiously and quietly making my way to the kitchen. I get in I reach around the corner and I hit the light switch. I turn it on and I jump out in front. And I'm like, I see you there. And you know who it was?
Who? Cat?
My dog.
You're like the chick in the Geico commercials. Just hide behind the chainsaw.
Why can't we get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's go hide in the cemetery. You're the girl. Yeah, you're the girl that threatens the burglar with a knife, then drops it and runs. Well, now he's armed. No, why didn't the burglar have a knife? Because you had it. Now he's got it too. Oh my word!
Now I got to tell you the other one really quick that really creeped out Auntie Jaja. I think I got her back at this moment in time for dropping me on my head. Seriously. So she was supposed to be babysitting me.
How many times did she actually do that?
Once.
She told you.
I'm still milking it for all it's worth.
She told you once.
Well, yeah.
The girl was slippery. Slippery girl.
So I scared the crap out of my aunt and myself, too. So I was probably about 5 years old at the time. She was supposed to be babysitting me. She left my grandma to keep an eye on me. She went out and drank that night. So she came home and she was feeling pretty good, shall we say. Now I'm sleeping in the bed with her because we're bunking together because it's a very small room and my grandma had a very small house. So she had her closet door open. And you know when you're a kid, everything happens in the closet.
Of course. There's like a hotel hell in every closet. More children have been brutally destroyed and torn to pieces by closet monsters.
So I says to my aunt, like she's sleeping, she's dead to the world. I'm like, Auntie, wake up, Auntie. She's like, what's a matter? I'm like, you have to wake up. You have to see this. And she's like, what? I go, there's a lady in your closet.
That's my friend Caroline. As long as she doesn't see you move, you get to wake up tomorrow. If she sees you move, though, you're not waking up tomorrow. I go to bed.
Now, I don't know at this point in time if I was dreaming, like you're half in that stupid state of wake sleep. I think that's where I was. And she's like, oh, you're dreaming, go back to sleep. So I'm sitting there staring at this closet. Now all of a sudden, this lady, who's in white, she's dressed in white.
Why are they always in white?
I don't know why white, but she was in white.
What's the deal? Why can't they be like, she was in a polka dotted miniskirt. She looked awesome. I was still careful.
Well, I would like to better if she was in a Slimer green one.
What was she wearing? The coolest little, I don't know, beige ensemble with a little Slimer green action. What in the world?
She had a matching purse.
See, now I tried to go there with you, but I realized I said beige ensemble and Slimer. You had to do the whole purse. There you go. I was playing along and now I quit.
So anyways, I'm telling my aunt, I'm like, you got to wake up. Seriously, there is a woman in your closet. So she does wake up and she's looking and she's hardcore staring. Now, both of us are hardcore staring at the closet at this point.
Don't get up and turn the light on. Don't get up and turn the light on. That would make too much sense.
Right?
Shh, I see dumb people.
At that point in time, she looks at me and she says, there is nobody there. Go back to sleep. I said, I can't. She's like, why? She's staring at me.
She's motioning that my life is about to end. Why don't you care, Jaja? Why don't you care?
And on that note, I better go check to make sure all my closet doors are shut before going to sleep tonight.